What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and I am messing up my flips too, now that I started recording. Nice. Anyway, today what I want to talk about is tap and play on knives. That was a weird catch. But basically, so getting straight into it, I am not convinced simply that there is just a Balisong out there that just like does not have play. I think every Balisong is just gonna have like the slightest bit of play. Like, okay, grab your handles of your Balisong, right? And then I guess like do this. Like, hold on, let's see here. Put this in my pocket real quick. Do this, okay? I bet you, you will not feel. You will feel something, because you know it's like the pivot's moving, and that's simply just what play is. Like, I mean, you can't realistically find a knife with no play. Like, of course, you can find a knife with no tap. Like, really. Any knife above the $100 mark, the $100 mark, it's just simply gonna have no tap. No, that's not saying much. Considering a bunch of knives nowadays, even $50 or above, do have tap, or no, they don't have tap or whatever. But basically, what I'm saying is, all knives will have either tap, and or play. There's not a single knife out there, I'm convinced, that does not have any play. Because there's always gonna be like a little bit of movement. Nice. I don't really feel like dropping my switch trainer out here in this field. This field's not technically my field. Like, all of this is. Like, I got like a pathway, and I got like a small little creek. So it's not really like that's all mine. But all this just simply isn't. Now, I'm not trespassing or anything. Believe me, I don't really feel like getting arrested or like getting fined or something. So I'm simply not trespassing, but I'll just show you what's all mine and what's all not mine. So here, I'll actually use this gigantic trigger here, like this stick, to mark it. Basically, right here, past this, I don't own any of this for my family. I'll show you. So right here, I own all of this, and I don't want to like trespass or anything, but this is all mine right here. Behind here, there's like this creek and stuff like that, and it's all really cool. So I just recently found out that it was actually ours, and we don't own. So we don't own anything past this this log right here. So yeah. But back to the tap and play. So any knife that has bushings, it's simply not gonna have tap. I don't think so, anyway. But no, tap isn't the biggest problem. This is gonna be for consider like live blades. Okay, I'm gonna do the comparison between live blades and both live blades and trainers. So we're starting off with trainers. No tap equals like you still might have play, just no tap. Like, and what play is when the handles move like this, sort of, I guess, like this. So I'm like very confident. I'm not confident, but I'm very convinced that a knife just simply does not exist with no play. A knife with no play simply does not exist. If you can find me one, then I'll be very surprised. But like, I was just talking to this guy in Ethan's Discord server. He said, "Oh yeah, my Kershaw Lucia has no tap to play. Like, he literally does not move." I'm like, "Oh really? Can you show it to me?" He was like, "Sure." So I turned on a face cam. Of course, he didn't show his face. He showed his desk. He took out the screws even, and like showed that there was no play. Man's literally showed the play. Like, his handle was literally going like that. So he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm applying a lot of pressure to this." That's still considered play, I think. So yeah, and so that's with trainers, I guess. And like, so tap and play with trainers really had no effect, except it can be very annoying very quickly, just in my opinion. A lot of dirt on this thing. So on live blades, a knife with a live blade, if it has tap, then meh. But if it has a lot of play, that simply just means that, like, over time, like, as the play gets worse and worse, that your blade will either become dull or simply get bad blade rub. I'm not exactly sure what blade rub is, but I've heard it's not something you exactly want. So yeah, I'm just convinced. So first off, tap, not a big deal really at all. Play is a very big deal. So yeah, trainers, nothing to worry about. Live blades, tap and play. You might have something to worry about. So yeah. If you guys want me to do a better explanation on that, this was kind of an on-the-spot video, but like not exactly. I've been wanting to do this video for at least a month. No, at least a week. Sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna have the whole summer off from school to do any sort of videos. I still have to have a job to work, but you know, on those off days, I can still do some flips. So yeah, I kind of did I think I did a bad explanation, but like I said, it was on the spot, but like not. I just don't have very much. I don't know what to say really. So yeah. Anyway, so I guess that's it for the video. I guess I'll just kind of just talk about like the blades I want. Matter of fact, I'm actually going to Blade Show. Speaking of like blades, so I'm going to Blade Show. Hopefully I'll be able to eat. What the frick? To meet. I think Will and Brandon are going. Brandon Baker, Brandon Will Hirsch, Brandon. You know. I don't think Brandon from Balisong Flipping is going, but I know Ethan definitely is. He said he is. I was trying to get some friends from my Discord server to go, but they live either 20 hours away or across the country, or in another country. Like, just Knife Person, he might be watching this video. He lives in Canada. I'm not gonna say which province. I almost said which state. I'm not gonna say which province, of course, but you know, some people from my Discord server do live in Canada. So yeah. Matter of fact, I live actually I live only like 3 or 4 hours away from the next Blade Show, so I'll be going to that, and hopefully I'll be able to meet you guys there. Some of you guys. So yeah, it'll be a cool experience to meet, like, you know, Will, Brandon, Ethan, just like go to the Squid booth and just see everybody's new battle songs. There's something else that I just remembered. I guess his name is Augie, I'm guessing. He said well, he went to Blade Show West, I think. He went to a Blade Show in Texas, and he said that he said he could have easily stolen so many valleys so quickly there, like without notice. Don't steal valleys, please. Like, it's so much like devastation. Like, of course it's great for you, but it's not great for the guy who bought it or the person who bought it, because if, let's say it's like a I don't know. Let's say it's like a Tanto Kraken. Those things cost a good $300, and if you find one on the ground, and just pick it up, try and find out who owned that knife. And if you can't, then I don't know. I mean, try and do your best to find the person who owned that knife. Like, for your sake and their sake, mostly their sake, because I lost it. You know. Like, what I will do if I just go nice. What I will do if I'm at a Blade Show, if there's just a Kraken trainer on the ground, or just like any sort of like knife I personally have wanted, like, I don't know, like a Nautilus or a Kraken, or just, you know, a knife I want. I'll like near some people. I'll be like, hey, what I'm gonna do. This is a good idea. Shout out to one of my friends in my Discord server. I think his name was Casey. I do know his real name. That's not his real name. I do know his real name, but for obvious reasons, I'm not gonna tell you. So yeah. So what he said the best idea to do. Now hear me out. Pocket it, right? You're like, hey, did anyone here lose did anyone here lose? Let's personally say it's a dual tone Kraken, blue and white dual tone, you know, and without the inked blade, and it's a trainer. Okay, so the blue dual tone Kraken trainer, right, with no inked blade. What to do? Pocket it. Say, hey, did anyone here lose a Kraken? And be like, and someone says, oh yeah, I did. Be like, all right, what kind is it? And if they said, oh, it's if they say something that's completely opposite, like, Oh, it's a purple one. Like, really? Like, you're not gonna give any details? Like, yeah, I'm not giving that to you. I like if they give a very good description of detail, then of course get back to them. But I'm gonna do my best to find out the owner of the knife if I find one. So yeah. Anyway, that's my little rant about type and play. If you guys have any, I guess comments like on what I missed or anything like that, then definitely let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys Wednesday. So yeah, I don't really. Sorry, I haven't been like flipping like the videos. I just been kind of like holding the knife and just kind of like doing simple openings and stuff. Simply because I know some flips, but like at the same time, I don't like the ability to flip just like leaves me. Like it's with me, like when I'm not recording, and then when I start recording, the flip like this knife, like the flipability just exits my soul. I don't know why, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Before I go on any more rants, I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be Wednesday. Yeah, and if you guys have any ideas on what the video should be, then yeah, get them because well, then in the comments. So yeah, and I'd like to show y'all real quick, like what my yard is about. I took off my head cam, so give you all the details. So right there where that stick is where my property ends. Back here. I need to like clear all of this. So here's this little spot right here that I can just like. That's a spider web. I don't really want that. Okay, that's on my neck. But yeah, you can kind of see like some water like right there. So yeah, get all this, and then I'm gonna be quiet because my dad's outside, just because you know, kind of cringe for him to hear me making a video. So yeah. Off edges. I'll show you right here. So there's a tiny little creek. It's not really much. And then there's a little like section over there. Me and mine, every time I walk down here, there's always a frog. Anyway, I called it. I called it. I literally called it. He went right there. I literally called it. So he went from here to there and swam up. So yeah. Anyway, here's my little creek. It's a peaceful little thing. Like I said, I own all of this, which is awesome. What I want to do is tear all that down and build like a little house, I guess, which would be cool. So, anyways, see you guys next video. Yeet.